Good morning, Burns Latino Studies Academy. You're watching Burns Live. You're window to the world of what's happening in our school, the community, and the world. Tune in here Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings at 8:35 to hear the daily announcements. Find out what's happening with the weather and what's for lunch today. I'm Martavion.
And I'm Linda, along with Lewis for sports and George with the weather. Together we are your Burns Live morning team. Our morning show is streamed live over YouTube. Your parents and relatives can find us by searching for Burns Latino Studies Academy Burns Live on YouTube. Remind them to subscribe to our show. In the near future, you will also be able to see portions of our show on CPTV. We also just got some really awesome news. We are going to be featured on the Hartford Public School website. Today is Friday, October 12, 2018.
Middle school. Today is the A-Day. Follow your A-Day schedule.
Today's lunch menu is Scotch Jamaican beef patty or meatloaf on a whole grain roll, curry cabbage, 100% fruit juice, fruit choice, milk choice. All items in our cafeteria are artificial and trans fat free. That's a good thing.
Stay tuned at the end of the show for our Pledge of Allegiance. Throughout the school year, we will be having guests from different classes to recite the Pledge live each morning. This morning we have 2 students from Dr. Richardson's class.
We have a new word of the day today. Each day will add an interesting word to your vocabulary. Try to use the word in a conversation throughout the day. If you are overheard using the word correctly by a teacher, it can mean some additional dojo points for you.
Today's word of the day is tranquil. The word tranquil is an adjective and means free from disturbance, calm. The teacher was pleased with the tranquil state of her classroom. Synonyms: peaceful, restful, reposeful, calm, quiet, still, serene, placed, relaxed, soothing, undisturbed, idyllic, hylicon, mild, pleasant, calm, placid, composed, relaxed.
Hey Octavia, 2 really cool things are happening today.
Yes, Linda, I know. Today is the door contest judging and the compass masquerade dance.
Yeah, today's the door judging and compass masquerade dance.
I just said that.
You did? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I just thought of something.
What?
Did you hear that middle school has another door decorating contest starting next week?
What? Aren't we just finished with this one?
Yup, but you know what they say. A rolling stone gathers no moss.
Who says that?
Dr. M. Don't you listen to him?
Okay. Try to contain your enthusiasm. Excuse me. And just tell me what the next contest is about.
Well, you know that this month is also College Awareness Month, right?
I do now.
So we can choose a college that we are interested in and decorate our door to look like that college or university.
I kind of like that idea.
We also need to describe where the school is located and what type of majors they offer.
I can do that. I already know which college I want to attend.
But you're only in eighth grade. Why are you thinking about college instead of something important like Fortnite?
Really, Octavia? Fortnite is all that you think about.
I think that I'm going to suggest to Dr. M that we do a door contest with a Fortnite theme. I'd crush that.
Well, you keep focusing on fantasy, and I'll keep my focus on my future.
You don't have to get mad about it. I just like to play Fortnite.
Okay, keep playing and see which college you get based on your Fortnite expertise.
Oh, don't worry. I'm planning on going to a college also.
Really, which one?
And one that you are not going to. How about we find out whose birthday is it today?
We have no birthdays today in the Burns family. Instead of wishing someone a happy birthday today, wish your friends and teachers a happy Friday.
Also, don't forget about the dance tonight.
We probably should stop talking about the dance and let's get Lewis started with sports.
I guess you're right. Hey, Lewis, what's happening in the sports world?
Good morning, sports fans. I'm no longer Lewis. I was Lewis at one time, but then I stopped coming to work on time, and so now I'm anybody that we have available. And here are your scores from last night. Surprisingly, there was no games played in the Major League Baseball again last night. The playoffs will begin again tomorrow. Last night, the Philadelphia Eagles played in NY Giants in the Meadowlands. Carson Wentz threw a season-high 3 touchdown passes, and the Eagles got an early lift from the defense and special teams in beating the struggling Giants 34-13. On Thursday night, avoiding their first 3-game losing streak since the 2016 season. "It's a big win for us," said Wentz, who finished 26 of 36 for 278 yards and no interceptions. NFC East and the conference is huge. Being 3-3 is better than 2-4. This is more like who we are. We can build from this. In the most important sport, ice hockey, the Boston Bruins beat the Edmonton Oilers 4-1. Marchand and Nordstrom scored in a 36-second span to lead the charge over the Oilers. The NJ Devils blanked the Washington Capitals 6-0 behind the super goaltending of Keith Kincaid. Kyle Palmieri scored twice to add to the rout. That wraps up the sport news. What today's forecast look like, George?
Good morning, Burns. I'm George, but I could be Rose if we have to switch things up again. And here's today's weather live from the Burns Rooftop Weather Center. Today is October 12th and fall is almost ready to begin. We finally are starting to see a change in the temperatures and the humidity level. Despite all of the rain that fell yesterday, humidity level is dropping as a pressure system moves in from the west and pushes the remains of Hurricane Michael out to sea. The temperature this morning is a chilly and damp 58.8 degrees. The feels like temperature is also 58.8 degrees, indicating almost calm winds. The dew point has dropped to 50 degrees, indicating that the atmosphere is wringing out of the moisture once again. Humidity is starting to lower this morning as we should see sunnier skies today. Over our current humidity level is 71%. This pressure is 29.45 inches and should rise throughout the day as far as weather pushes in for today. The winds are moderate, holding steady at 5.4 miles per hour and occasional gusts at 8.1 miles per hour out of the west-northwest. Today's high should be right around 69 degrees, cooler than yesterday, but still warmer than it should be in the middle of October. The high temperature today will be about 10 degrees warmer than it should be this time of year. Tonight's lows will drop down to a more seasonal 47 degrees by daybreak as a cold front moves in through the west. Today's forecast to be a bright and sunny day once the clouds associated with Michael pull out to the sea. Tomorrow will bring us another batch of rain and a high of only 54 degrees, making for a soggy Saturday. Saturday will be a better of 2 days than this weekend with crisp fall weather and highs in the mid-50s and lows in the 40s. We might even see a little frost early in the Sunday. Recess looks like a go today with sunny skies and highs around 69. It will still be wet outside from yesterday's rain, so stay out of the puddles. Sunrise this morning was at 6:59 a.m. Sunset this evening will be at 6:14 p.m. Today's weather word is evaporation. Puddles left after it has rained slowly disappear. This is because evaporation, which happened with all water, even the oceans. Evaporation happens when the water is heated up by the sun. The water turns into vapor, tiny droplets of water on the air as a whole puddle is slowly turned into vapor. Eventually it dries up. Evaporation is the opposite of condensation. Science isn't it amazing? That's it for weather. Back to you guys.
Wrapping up today's broadcast, we'd like everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
This morning we have Carlos Decane from Dr. Richardson's class joining us for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Respect yourself, respect others, and respect the environment.
Make the day a great one and not the choice is up to you.
Tune in to our next broadcast Monday at 8:35 a.m.
Burns Live is out.